In the tropical house,
Morning, sweeties.
it's feeding time for one of Chester's most demanding females. Harriet is a 17-year-old Great Hornbill. At almost 3 feet tall, she's one of the largest birds in the zoo. But her height isn't her most impressive feature.
The hornbills, they've got the very long beak, pointed beak, and then on top of it is like a casque. It's like honeycomb inside. It's a visual cue for sort of mating in the forest, like you've got a big casque, it's very impressive.
Not only does it look good, but it's designed to make finding a mate easier.
When they make their call, it helps like the sound to reverberate a little bit, so it makes it louder. If you're ever in the tropical house, you hear it, you can see all the visitors suddenly like, oh my gosh.
Hornbills mate for life. Harriet's partner is 18-year-old Harvey. The couple have been together for 10 years, but so far Harriet hasn't laid an egg, despite the keeper's best efforts.
Tried separating them and putting them back together, because sometimes that kicks them into gear to sort of like, oh, I've forgotten about you after a couple of weeks. Oh, OK, we'll pair up again. We've tried increasing sprinkling with water, because obviously the rainy season in the wild comes before the breeding season. We've tried that. We increase the protein that they get with the live food, because that would happen in the wild with the breeding season.
But nothing is working.
Ideally, I'd like to walk in and see them getting down to it in a pervy sort of zookeeper way, because no one's ever seen them mating before. But you like each other, just need to like each other a bit more. It's like you need to take them to one side and have a chat. This is, you know, show them a video. It's the next bit you need to do. Like at school, boys to the left, girls to the right. I'm not giving the sex talk to a hornbill. That's not happening.
In their home, the jungles of Southeast Asia, hornbills are increasingly under threat.
They're vulnerable in the wild. They build their nests in like old rotten trees, and that's one of the threats that they face, is there's simply not enough nesting sites available now with deforestation. It would be brilliant if they breed. We desperately want them to. It's just frustrating, because you're waiting for that next step, and it's just, come on, next bit, get to it.
But first, Harriet will have to rekindle her romance with Harvey, and there's still no sign of that. In the tropical realm, Harriet the hornbill has been putting her partner Harvey through his paces.
At the minute, Harriet's kind of testing him a little bit. He's showing interest. So he'll come along, try and sit next to her, and then she might move away. It could be that she's not sort of feeling it, but it could be that she's just teasing him, testing him, trying to see that, yep, he's really going to put the effort in.
But today, she seems to be letting Harvey get a bit closer.
They do like a beak, kind of like, not fighting, but they kind of clank them together a little bit. Testing a little bit of his strength, making sure that he's sort of virile and he's going to be a good parent.
This morning, Harvey has started bringing Harriet grubs and insects, which means the couple could have mated.
The live food it's like the jackpot food, and for him to give it to her is a really good sign.
But she'll need all the help Harvey can give her. To lay their eggs and rear their chicks, female great hornbills seal themselves up inside hollow tree trunks for 4 months.
It is really important for Harriet to know that she can trust Harvey, just because once she's in the nest, she'll seal herself in. It's 4 months, nearly, that she'll be completely reliant on him for food. So you can't get bored, you can't get his head turned by a prettier hornbill. He's got to be really committed to her, and she's got to really have faith in him that he's going to do that.
Harriet's made her decision.
It is super exciting to see this next little step. Trying to hold it down just in case it doesn't go any further, but it is still another step in the right direction. She's so dependent on him. It's a huge draw on her body to have chicks. So Harvey's got to do his duty now because she's got no way of getting any food.
Harriet's 4-month-long confinement is just beginning. In the aviary, Harriet the Great Hornbill's trust in partner Harvey is paying off. He's starting to pass her food while she's in the nest.
Sometimes he'll pick up food and carry it to her, but sometimes he'll swallow it and then he'd regurgitate it to her. I'm not sure a slightly warm, wet grape is that romantic, but she seemed to like it.
With Harvey feeding Harriet, she'll remain in the nest box to lay her egg. The next step is to seal herself up inside the tree, protecting the nest from predators. The job calls for a special substance of her own making.
At the moment, Harriet is mudding herself into the nest box, using a little bit of food, a bit of poo, a bit of cricket guts, all the nice things. Once they're set and dried, it'll be as hard as concrete. The slit will probably be about 1 inch wide, that's it. So it is very small, it's just enough for the beak to sort of fit through, get food, and that's it.
Come and see this.
Today, there's been an exciting development.
Oh, she's got an egg. You know, and you sort of proved right, you've got this faith in something, and we're like, she's blooming done it, we've got this egg, oh my God, and everyone was like super happy. It was very exciting to see, but we were all kind of quite surprised and shocked.
Happy days.
Having never laid an egg before, Harriet must now stay inside for up to 4 months, sitting on the egg and hopefully rearing a chick. It's been 45 days since Harriet the Great Hornbill sealed herself up in the nest. She should be in there for up to 4 months, hatching the egg and then caring for her chick.
What are you doing out?
But she's not.
When we went past and saw her, it was gutting. Because we got so kind of positive of it happening. Female hornbill's out the box.
Well, she just come out.
Yeah, I just went past and she was just sat on the thing. Oh, shame though, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's him. It's the male.
Just coming for a nosy.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
Wow. Don't break it.
We'll have to get in there and get it before he break. Look at that. I suppose he's been feeding her for all that time, hasn't he? And he's wondering
Must
what's
be
going
weird
on
that she's
in there.
suddenly out.
I'm tempted just to go in now and get that Claire, you know.
Well, it'd be useful to know if it was fertile.
If he breaks it, though, we'll miss the boat, won't we?
It could, yeah, because it could just be a tiny dot that we're looking for, couldn't it?
Should we go and get it?
Yeah, go on. Initially, it's disappointing that we were very positive, we're gonna have baby hornbills, it's gonna be fantastic. And then it's like, oh, we haven't.
Watch me back.
I am.
I might break a bit off, actually. Get us the spade, yeah.
It's amazing to think a bit of poo and food can go that solid. Doesn't actually smell that bad.
What's it taste like?
Yeah, right. We have managed to go and retrieve the egg. It's actually fertile. It stopped developing pretty early on, 6-7 days I think it was, but that's still really positive. The fact that it was fertile is still like a massive success for us.
Although the egg was fertile, the embryo had stopped developing, so Harriet had flown the nest.
She was in really good condition, which was a good positive thing for us, and obviously she's our priority. But yeah, it was just a bit like, oh, bloody hell. After all this positive hoping that we were going to do fine, and then it's like, it's failed. But actually, when you sort of take a step back, the next day you're like, yeah, but she went in the nest box. She's never done that before. She laid an egg, never done that before. She sat him for the full incubation. He did his job and fed her, and the pairing was brilliant. and they were fertile. She's not taken a step forward, she's taken like 6 steps forward compared to last year. So it's been a successful year for them. We just haven't ended up with any babies yet. Hopefully, once they've done it once, every year, every other year, they might breed. And we could have another like 30 years of it.